Okay, if I write like name equals to Sachin, name is what? What is this name? How do we discuss it? You said like I created a class here. I have an object with this particular class here. I am able to access the members of class here. Same like that here also. My name is an object of which class? My name is an object of which class? str class or not? Okay, we can access the of str class using okay using name object or not. Yes or no? Internally, whenever you create a variable, that variable is an object of that respective class or not. Here, based on the value, okay, it is an object of str class. If I write like number equals to 10, it is a object of int class or not. Okay. In Python, if you create a variable internally, that variable is acting like what? Acting like an object of that particular class or not. Agree with me? Come on. That variable is acting like what? An object of that particular class. Which class? That class is decided based on the the variable value. If the variable value is like a string, it is an object of string class. If the variable value is like a integer, it is an object of number, is an object of integer class or not. That's not me. Okay, like this, different data types out there. We have different respective classes also there or not. Okay, tell me some classes what you know. Everyone knows that one. str, int, bool, next flow. These all are like what classes, right? List, set, okay, tuple. Next, dict, like this, range, like this. We have what? Hmm. Like this, we have a predefined classes or not. Okay, if my name is an object, if my name is an object of str class, my question is, in the str class, how many members are there? How we can find it? In the str class, how many members are there? How we can find it? How to get the members list of class. Okay, members list. Members is nothing but variables. How to get the members list of a class? How we can get the members list of a class? How you can get the members list of a class? Can anyone? How we can get the members list of a class? Hmm? Using dir method or not? dir of a. Whenever you return like dir of a, you can get all the members. You can get all the members of a class or not. These are these things we discussed, right? Last session. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay then. So in the string class, there are so many methods out there. Some of the methods we can discuss, important and regularly used methods we can discuss. Now let's go and open the space folder. Let's go to Jupyter Notebook. From the str string, right? Yeah. So the next one. have one small requirement is there. I have one small requirement is there. I have a list of students. I have a list of students. My students equals to, okay, student one, okay, student one. The next student, student 22. Okay, the next one is like, okay, student something like this. The next one is like student, okay, two. This my requirement. What you know. Okay, I want students list for the students list whose name, okay, length is greater than characters. Okay, whose name length is like greater than two characters. Now tell me how many students you can get it as an output. How many students you can get it as an output? My output should be S22. The output should be S3434. This should be an output. To get that output, can you fill this gap? Can you write the code snippet here? Can you write the code snippet here? Hmm? I have a list of I have a list of students. I have a list of students like this one, two, three, four, like this. We have a list of students. I want to find, come on, I want to find the students whose name length is greater than two. That is my requirement. So how we can get it in one of you. How we can get it. Hmm? First thing is like I have a name. Name is like a Sachin. Can anyone tell me how many characters are there in this particular string? How many characters are there in this particular string? How many characters are there in this particular string? Okay. Can anyone tell me how many members are there in this particular string class? It is an object of which class? STR class. How many members are there in the STR class? How many members? Members is nothing but variables and methods. How many are there? How many variables and how many methods are there in the STR class? How many variables and how many methods are there in the STR class? How many variables and how many methods are there in the STR class? How we can find it first time? How we can find
dir
it?
of name.
DIR, right? DIR, right? Yeah, I'm back. Now come here and name Sachin. Name Sachin. Now here you can write dir of name str. Name str. Okay, here I added like what? Here I added like what? Come on, name. Okay, let's keep this one aside. Now can I add it like dir of str? Dir of str. Can check. Last one is like z fill. Here also last one is like what? Z fill. Add. So see here. One thing we can understand. You can get the members of a class using by passing a class name. That is one thing. Otherwise, if you have an object in your hand also, you can get the members of a class or not. That's all. This is on the proof, right? Okay. If you have an object name is an object of which class? STR class. That object also you can pass. You can get the first. It is going to check name. Name is an object of str class. In the str, how many members are there? You can get it. If not, okay, here you can get like what? If not, here you can get like what? Dir of str. Directly the name, which name or class name also you can provide it. Now, is there any method to find the length? To find the length, is there any method? Is there or not? Check it. Capitalize okay, scroll to like this. Find like so. Okay, is lower join is literally use uppercase. So okay, there has multiple methods are there, but no method which is related to. Come on, no method which is related to length. We don't have any method. We don't have any method. Now here you can come. I'm going to write some course snippet like this. What do you think about this one? What do you think about this one? LEN is come on, LEN is a function. Okay, is it like defined by you or defined by some other person? Who defined this? LEN is a function. Who defined this LEN? Who defined this LEN? Come on.
Python.
Okay, who defined this
Python.
LEN? Python people, right? You not defined. At the same time, you didn't get the any error also Python. So LEN is which type of function type? So that can I call my LEN? Okay, if a function, I can call it. Okay, by seeing this error message, what you can understand? Can you read it? LEN take exactly one argument, 0 given. So can you pass one argument? This is my name. Now, if you come here, you can get the length or not. Yes, no. Okay. Now come here and tell me how we can get it. Now you know. Okay. He said like the length is greater than. So we can come to know the length. Okay, LN is there. LN is a predefined function is there. You can come to know the length. So the next step is what? Hmm? What is our next level step? You understood the requirement, right? I have students. I have how many students? I have how many students? 4 students are there. Which student? Okay, one not number of it's not a matter. Whose name length is greater than 2? Whose name length is greater than 2? Okay, that I want those members. I want those members. Come on. Whose name is like greater than 2? I want those members. Hmm? At least one person. Okay. We have already similar kind of right? We are not able to learn. We have one method is there, one function is there, filter. Okay, we discussed about map, we discussed about okay reduce, we discussed about filter, right? My filter is like a predefined member or not? Yes or no? Now, if I call it, yes, you can call it. Okay, filter is expecting how many parameters? Filter is expected how many members? Filter expected how many members?
So, two.
2 members or 2 members or not? Okay, so first member is what and second member is what? First member is what and second member is what? Very, very important.
Function and value.
Function and
Value.
okay, if you don't know, okay, simply okay, can I put like a 10 or 20? General thing. Okay, based on this particular, come on, based on this particular statement, error message, they're expecting 2 arguments. I don't know the values, just 10, 20, you can put it. If I enter, if I run this one, can anyone tell me what is the output?
Int is not callable.
It is not, first, it is not check for the 10, we already discussed it. Okay, int object is not iterable. Okay, now you can say first one is like integer, second one is also integer. This message is represented the first one, second one. That is the confusion, right? In that case, simply you can say something like this true, for example. Now I am able to differentiate, right? Yes or no? Now, if I run this one, bool object is not iterable. First, whenever you use filter call, it is not focused on the first parameter. First parameter, the next level step. It is focused on what? Second one or not? Yes or no? By seeing this message, what you can understand, the second parameter should be iterable. Iterable is nothing but what? The variable content should iterate. Okay, which content we can iterate? I have a string is there. I can iterate the characters. I have a list is there. I can iterate the elements. I have a set is there. I can iterate the elements. Tuple is there. Iterate. Dict is there. Iterate. Range is there. The values I can iterate. But number I'm not able to iterate. Boolean I'm not able to iterate. Float I'm not able to iterate. So that it should be iterable variable value or not. So in your hand, as per your requirement, do we have any iterable value? Do you have any iterable value? Tell me. Students is my iterable value as per my requirement. Yes, no. Now, if you come here, yes, I'm able to get something like this or not. Okay, what you have? I have a filter. Okay, filter is written as me filter object. Okay, na? Take it one. But I'm expecting this one as per my requirement. I'm expecting this output. What you are expecting? Are you expecting okay, filter object? Are you expecting one more list? One. I'm expecting a list, not like this, right? I'm expecting a list. So the filter function returns me what? Okay, some filter object, right? From this filter object, I want to get it what? I want to get it a list. Now, can I write a list of what? Filter object. Okay, now tell me what is the output you can get it. Okay, now the list also one of the predefined list is a class. At the same time, it's like a function also. Okay, now if you want to convert, you can use like a list function. Now see, it is going to give what? List, right? Yes or no? Now tell me my filter object. Can I pass it? Now can anyone guess what is the output? Now integer object is not callable. By seeing this one, see first call filter call focus on the second parameter, but convert to the list that time only it is going to call what? It is going to call what? It is going to call my first parameter or not. My first parameter by seeing this one, integer object is not callable. Integer object is not callable. Yeah. Integer object is not callable. Okay. Integer object is not callable. Come on, what it means? Everyone knows this one. This error message you saw multiple times, right? Integer object is not callable.
It expecting a function, but we're giving an integer.
Simple, right? You think no, it is expecting a function, but you are getting like okay, receiving what integer or not. Where you pass like integer in our entire requirement. Okay, this is on the place or not. So can I pass integer? Okay, instead of integer, some function. What kind of function you want me to pass? Okay, did you mention like a name function or anonymous function? Did they mention anything? Hey, can you pass like a name only? Can you pass like an anonymous only? No, right? So any kind of function you can pass it. So if any kind of function I need like one time use only, then the template for which kind of function, named or anonymous or lambda functions. Which one is recommended one? Which one is like recommended one? Lambda functions or not? Yes or no? This lambda function for every iteration it is going to call by passing the values, first value, second value, third value, like this or not. Yes or no? Now it is a function. Now the first parameter is like a function. If the first parameter is like a function, now it gives me the list, the entire all the values we are getting. But tell me, you want all the values, or you want some condition, based on the condition you want value, based on the condition. So can I find, okay, can anyone tell me the VAL is which type? The VAL is which type? Hmm? The VAL is which type?
String.
It's a string, right? The first iteration, first value you can get it. Okay, this function called, okay, first iteration, first value, second iteration, second value. So first iteration, first value is what? S1. Okay, you want S1 directly. Now you want the S1 based on some condition. LN of val, which is greater than 2. Okay, like this I want. Now if you come here, okay, invalid syntax, what happened? Okay, you have to close like this, right? Okay, now come here. Now filter object, there is no error, nothing. If you come here, you can get this value. This is the one I am expecting. Understood? Okay. Okay, I have one more requirement. Like this, I have some players. I have some players. Okay, my player name is like Sachin and Kohli. Okay, you will like this. There has, okay, 4 players are there. These all players are belongs to Indian team only. So that I want something like this. Okay, the Sachin is there now. Sachin is like Indian player. So I want the output is like my players equals to, okay. Only I want like Sachin, okay, underscore India, okay. Next, Dhoni also, okay, underscore India. Next, Kohli also underscore India. Next, UV also underscore India. This is my output. If I give this one as an input, I want this output like this. Can anyone tell me how we can? Hmm? How we can? Plus, okay, tell me the code. How directly plus, you where you want me to write that plus? Where you want me to write that plus? Hmm? Where you want me to write that plus?
Using map.
Map, right? Map, right? Okay. Now, I already told you, if you want to perform the same operation on each and every element in the list, then you can go with the map method or not. What operation you are performing? Same operation. You add underscore India to each and every element or not. Yes, no. Add underscore element underscore India to each and every element or not. Yes or no. Okay, let's go with the map. So tell me how we can do the map. Tell me how we can do the map. Come on. Map again, same. Map is a function. Syntactically filter map. Same. Tell me. First parameter should be what? If you don't know, if you don't know,
Function.
if you write like this, okay. If you first of all, map is like a function. I called. Now, if you observe, okay, 2 arguments must have 2 arguments. First argument is like what? Same only. Second argument is what? My first argument and my second argument. Boolean object is not in trouble. So it should be like what? Come on, players or not. Now, if you come here, yes, map object, you can get it. Now, here only, if I Okay, I don't want map object. I want to convert into list in a single line. Integer object not callable. So it should be like a callable. If it is like a callable, it should be like what? A function or not. It should be like a function. Then what do you have to do? Lambda. Every time you can get the value. If I write like this, yes, it is like a function. There is no issue, nothing. You can get this one or not. No, but our requirement is what? I want to add underscore India like this or not. Whenever you add underscore India for every value, okay, you can get like what? Such an underscore India. Okay. So any questions, anyone? Okay. Okay, then now my requirement is something like this. These are my players. There has something like this. Now I have players. The players have some spaces. Okay, some are like having starting some spaces, ending some spaces. Okay, some are not having. So finally, I want the players without these empty spaces, either start or end. That is the requirement. I want the players one. Sachin Dhoni, Kohli, there is no change at all. You want the players, okay, whatever you have here, see this, there has some space like this, right? The spaces you have to remove. That is the requirement. So how we can? I want to remove those spaces. Finally, after removing, I want like a list only. Okay, in the list, how many players should be there? 4 players should be there. In the list, 4 players should be there. How we can?
Using map.
Yeah, using map method. Okay, why? Because I want to perform the operation, same operation on each and every element. Which operation this time? Removing the spaces. That's it. Okay. Then we can map. Now this time onwards, you can directly write. Now come here.
Lambda.
Lambda function. Lambda val. Or now val. After that, iterable players. Now can you come here? Can I go with the list? Can I go with the list? Now, if I run this one, okay, Sachin Dhoni, Kohli like this, you have or not? Yes or no? Okay, but my requirement is what? I have to remove the spaces, right? I have to remove the spaces or not. Okay, so if you want to remove the spaces, how we can remove the spaces from the string? Somebody told like trim. Okay, so trim is going to work or not? I want to check it. Okay, you assume like trim method, we can trim, okay, starting spaces and ending spaces. Okay, now tell me how we can write it. Trim is going to work or not? Simply check it. Name equals to Sachin. Okay, na? Name dot trim. Name dot trim. Okay, now if I run this one, what is this error message? What is this error message? What is this error message? Tell me. STR object has no attribute trim. What it means? STR object has no attribute string. Okay, so in this particular, okay, you are calling like a string object. On the string object, you are calling trim. Trim there or not there? Not there. That means trim is not a method inside the string class or not. Yes or no? Trim is not a method, okay, inside the string class or not. Now, if you come here, now see this, there has, okay, trim T. Title is there, translate is there, but trim is there or not there? It's not there. It is not there. Okay. If you don't, okay, you don't know, okay, at the same time, okay, no one knows. Okay, but I want to get it. at least from internet. Then how we can search in the internet? No, you can go with the Chat GPT, or you can go with the Gemini. Okay, we also don't know how to trim it. Then how we can find it through internet? What is the prompt message if you are using like a Chat GPT or something? What is the prompt message you have to give it? What is the prompt message you have to give it? Can I go to the chat? Ask the question now. Otherwise, Gemini you can go. Sign is required. Let's sign in. Okay, let's go to the Gemini or chat. Now tell me here. Now tell me here. What is the prompt message you want me to give? Or you can go with the chat GPT also, or wish. Continue with the okay. Remove the
Space.
and write spaces of string. Okay, can we give this one? This is called as what? A prompt message or not? This is called as a prompt message. Now, if you observe here, this is one string he created. This is one string we created. Now, my string got a string. Okay, if I create like this, it returns me a new string. Why it is not do the changes in the existing string only? What is my default nature of the string? What is the default nature of the string? It's like immutable nature or not. Immutable is nothing but whenever you create a string, if you try to do some changes in this particular string, will it allow you or not allow? Will it allows or not allows? New string it is going to create, but within the existing string, it's not allow you to create the do some changes or not. That the result, my strip strip, it is going to return a new string, the new string which is not having the spaces or not. So tell me, okay, which method is there to remove the spaces from the string? Most of the times, this method we are going to use. Okay, tell me. Okay, for example, you created a user interface, for example. Okay, username and password he sent like with some spaces. Then that time in the back end you have to trim some spaces which is left side and right side also or not. Now tell me which method is there? Strip is the method. Now can I go to yours now? Tell me how we can. Come on, how we can? Anyone? How we can?
Or the players list, right?
Tell me. In the come on, in this particular one, these are my players, right? Okay, this is my list, right? Here VAL is there, na? VAL is which type? VAL is which type?
String type.
String type. Okay, it is an object of which class? If a VAL is a variable which is like a string type, it is an object of which class?
String.
String class. In the string class, okay, which method is there?
Strip.
Strip. Okay, the strip method inside the string class, so that you not get this kind of error message. Can recall if it is like a method. Now, if I run this one, it is going to remove the spaces left and right or not. Sorry.
No, it returns a new string. New.
Yeah, here it returns a new string. Okay, my map is always whatever you return from here, that is only it's going to give in the list. Okay, it is not touch players. Okay, it returns me what? A new array, a new list, I mean. Okay, understood everyone? Okay, if your question is like map is like, okay, replace the existing list or it returns a new list, how we can find it? Okay, just simply you can take like some marks equals to 10 comma 20. I want to add, okay, 50 for each and every element in the list. So how we can map lambda, come on, you can get like a value plus 50. After that your marks. Yes, no? Okay, it is going to give what? A list, right? It is going to say list. Now, new marks. Can I write like this? Yes. Now, observe here, my marks is what? Will it change or not change? 10, 20 only. The new marks is like what? Okay, 60, 70. That means, is my map doing some operations on the original array? No, it's not performing any operations on the original array. Agreed? It is not performing any operations on the original array. Okay, so good. Any questions, anyone? Do here anyone have any questions? Okay, okay. Now my requirement is what, okay, so far you remove the spaces, no? You remove the spaces, that's okay, fine. Okay, that is my requirement. You completed. Okay, you remove the spaces. Come here. These are like you remove the spaces. At the same time, I want to just make it like a capital all or like capital. Okay. Now this time I want multiple statements I have. Okay, for example, 3 statements I want to write it. Okay, I want to perform one operation is like what? Remove the spaces. Remove the spaces. Another one is like I want to convert into what? I want to convert into what? Okay, capital. I want to convert into a capital. Okay, next any other operation, for example, three statements I want to write it. If it is like 3 statements, okay, just think like that. If it is like a 3 statements, can I write within the lambda function? Lambda function supports how many statements at a time? Is my lambda functions, can I write more than one statement? Syntactically, is it valid? Is it like valid syntactically? All right. Okay. If lambda function one operation, then the time, yes, you can go. Okay. Only one operation as per my requirement, you can go. For example, multiple operations I want, multiple statements I want to write it. For example, multiple statements you can say. If we write like, if you are okay to write multiple statements, is it possible or not possible? Here, is it possible or not possible?
Not possible.
Not possible, right? Multiple statements in the lambda function, it's not possible. Okay, if it is not possible, then the time you want me to go with the lambda now, you want me to go with what? You want me to go with the normal function? Come on. There has an
Name.
option is there. You can go with the normal function also or not. My map, filter, and reduce. My first function is like, first argument is like a function. It is not exactly lambda function. It's not exactly like what? Named function or not. More than one statement as per your requirement, go with named function. Only one statement only, one time operation only, yes, you can go with the name. Okay, only one statement, one time operation only, go with the lambda. Multiple statements are there, go with the named function or not. Okay, so can you try this one your own? Just try. Okay, just try. Remaining things we'll see in tomorrow's session. Just recap all the things, okay, whatever we discussed. Just read, recap the things. Okay, these all we are going to use in our application development purpose. Okay, you should remember all these core and advanced things to do some. Okay, in the web framework, if you want to use, connect with the database, all these logics, business logics, we are going to write by using core and advanced Python only. So these concepts are important. Just you can recap the things. Okay, revision all. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for joining.